This is homework number 7, and I'm going to help you with problem 22. Make sure you pay attention to this problem because there's one just like it on the quiz, using basically the same information, just different numbers. Alright, so we've got a story problem which scares a lot of people, but it's not really that scary. You're going to want to make sure your copy's in front of you because this is going to be a little bit blurry. But basically this is an equation from physics or from earth science that can help you calculate the magnitude of an earthquake. So we're going to label some things in the equation. The M is the magnitude, how powerful the earthquake was. The E is the energy released by the earthquake in exajoules. So I'm just going to write energy here. And we need to do some things with that energy. Take 2/3 times the log of that number and then add 5 and 97/100, and we'll get what the magnitude of the earthquake is on the Richter scale. So we're given in letter A, what are they giving us, the energy or the magnitude? What are they giving us? Well, they're giving us 287 exajoules of energy. So that just means we're plugging 287 into this logarithmic equation in place of E. So let's write down the equation, the formula. M equals 2/3 times the log of E, and remember this is log base 10 because it doesn't say, plus 5 and 97/100. And the information we're given in letter A is that we're to input 287 exajoules and to calculate the magnitude. This is really easy. You can do all of this on your calculator. So M will be 2/3 times the log of 287. And then we'll add 5 and 97/100. So as I said, all of this can be done in your calculator if you have a scientific calculator that knows the order of operations. So let's get started. 2/3. Now if you have a fraction key, it's just 2, fraction key 3. If you don't have a fraction key, another way you can do this is start with a pair of parentheses and go to divided by 3. It's the same thing. Alright, and we're multiplying that by the log of 287. And remember, your log key on your calculator is log base 10. So we're multiplying that by log, and the log comes up, parentheses 287, put it in the parentheses. And then close that parenthesis. Make sure you close it before we add the 5 and 97/100, 5.97. So again, all I've done is enter exactly what I see on my paper into the calculator, and I get about 7.608, and we're rounding to the nearest hundredth, so I'll be bumping that 0 up to a 1 because this is 5 or higher. And I get 7.61 is the magnitude. And let's see, what units do we want on that? Doesn't say. I'll just put magnitude. I guess that's a Richter scale value. That's letter A. Letter B, again, we're doing the same thing, but this time the exajoules, or the energy released, is far less. It's only 4/10 of an exajoule. And then we're adding that 5.97. So luckily I have one of these calculators where I can go back up to my equation and I can edit it. I can go over here, and instead of doing the log of 287, I can delete that and I can put in 4/10. Now if you don't have such a calculator, you've got to start all over and type everything in. I don't have to. Oh, although I goofed up. So I guess I'm going to type it in again with you. Alright, again, if you don't have a fraction key, it's 2 divided by 3 for 2/3 times log, and we're inputting 4/10, and then closing those parentheses and adding 5.97. And this time I get a Richter scale of about 5.7. Really not that much difference in magnitude if you know anything about earthquakes. So it's crazy that such difference in the numbers here would provide two Richter scale values that really aren't that far apart. And we're done.